All right, y'all. What's going on today? Welcome to another episode of We Got Questions podcast. I'm your host, Mike Hennessy. I'm just filling in real quick. Lee should be on her way back in a second, but I guess I can talk to y'all for a little bit. Y'all get to experience my face for a little bit. But everybody that's watching, remember like, subscribe, follow us right here on YouTube. Also, make sure that y'all follow us on Twitter as well. Twitter is more or less for the extra stuff involved, but make sure that y'all follow all the prompts down there. We are still on AMP. I might do something with that as far as music and all that fun jazz. So make sure that y'all press that like button one good time for me. It'll be really appreciated. But till we get back, kind of just gauging our topic and what we're talking about. Just gotta, just quick thoughts and quick everything. So I guess today we are talking about does size matter? And by meaning what does size matter, we're not talking about sizes of your body, sizes, nothing like that. We're talking about sizes of, for women, does the size of a male's penis, does that work for you? Oh,
I'm here.
You just kicked the door in, but I like
Bam, it. Hey. My gosh. Hi, everybody.
What's going on? Mm-hmm. She made it, so
I'm here.
But yeah, like I was saying, does size matter? Does all that matter within sex? Does it matter for the woman that's involved, that's interested in a man? And for you as a man, do you think your size is enough? Yeah, we didn't talk about that one.
We didn't.
So
I'm sorry that I came in choking on top of it, but there's so many different ways to look at this, Mike, and that's why I feel like it's gonna get a little touchy tonight, because as soon as I said the words when I was live earlier, everybody went crazy. Okay,
right.
Everybody has an opinion, and I get it. Because here's the thing. I think that when you talk about things like this, that sometimes we're also touching a little bit on the ego. You know what I mean? And of course, hypothetically, we want to all say the most PC thing to say is that size does not matter. But we also know that for many, that is not going to be the case.
No.
So, I mean, who am I starting? Okay, wait, hold. First off, we said we were going to talk about Beyonce. Do we want to
talk about Beyonce first? I wanted to make sure that at least
we should cover this. Also, just so that you guys know, I am not drinking classy tonight. Tonight, I'm going.
You going hard?
Not hard. No, not even hard. But we're just not. We're taking a slight departure from the classy wine situation that I typically, and there's not really classy, but not the wine situation. I went and got one of these premium cocktails,
right?
The Bahama Mama ones. They've got them in margarita. They've got them.
I like that.
This is 10% alcohol volume, and I'm a lightweight, so you will see the effects very quickly. So it gets the job done. It gets the job done. It's so funny because I used to hate these.
Right.
I know I hated the Lime-A-Ritas, the Bud Light ones that people came out with. I used to hate those. Right. And then I love them. They used to call
them Thotteritas.
Not the Thotteritas. Oh my gosh. Hold on.
Thotteritas.
That's crazy. Hey to everybody who's here. Please say hi. I don't know. I can't see your comments, but please say hi. Also hit.
It didn't come through yet. Nobody said anything yet. But yeah,
what are you waiting for? Don't be shy.
So I'm gonna get my drink. I'm about to pour it in a second. I'm just sending out the invites to people so they can come on through, come have some fun with us.
Well, while we wait for everybody to pop on over, let's talk Beyonce.
Beyonce.
I did not know that I had tickets for Beyonce. I know, it's crazy. I literally found out last week.
What's going on, Joy?
Hi, Joy. My friends had mentioned earlier in the year when we found out that she was going to be here, that they were going to request tickets. And the last thing that I remember them saying was they've put a limit on them. We can't get as many as we used to. And that was it, right? So in my mind, Beyonce's not happening for us.
All right.
And then I got an invite from one of my friends to tell me about where we were pre-gaming. And I was like, what are we pre-gaming for? Like, I didn't know. So then when I looked at it, I realized that it was like a pre-Beyonce pre-game like party and then something else. And I was like, are we going to Beyonce? But I couldn't tell them that I didn't know because I know that they were probably psyched out, like in preparing. I had nothing to wear, did not know I was going, literally put something together real quick. It's so good, Joy. It was so good. So we got there. I think the worst part of it was the getting there. We pre-gamed at one of my friends' houses. Some of us did, and then the rest of us pre-gamed at the little Beyonce pre-party thing they were telling me about. But I took the train in because I knew parking was going to be atrocious downtown,
Right.
and also getting out and getting back home, especially because I live 30 minutes to an hour away from where the stadium is, depending on traffic. So to me, I knew driving would mean I probably wouldn't get home for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, potentially. Right. So I parked at my friend's apartment. We took the train in. The train had like so many people on it, you almost couldn't breathe. Like it was just like everybody was in there dressed in full like Renaissance tour garb. Like they were like, everybody had chrome on, rhinestones, everything that you can think of, every netting that you could possibly think of, it was there, right, in the thing. And so we had to get there first. Then we had to walk down to the stadium. We had to wait for our tickets. And then the line in was so long that it just took forever. Luckily, Beyonce doesn't actually go on stage until 9 p.m., even though doors open at 6. So we made it, yeah. So doors are at 6. The show typically is supposed to start at 8, but she doesn't hit the stage until 9.
All right.
Which, considering now that I think about it, makes sense because it took so long for everybody to get into the building. I get why they're holding it like that. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if she started promptly at 8 with doors at 6, there's no way everybody would be inside and it'd just be a riot. So she doesn't hit the stage until 9. She performs average about a little over 2 hours. And like from start to finish, she's amazing.
Right. Is this your first time seeing her?
Yes.
Okay.
It's my first time. Of course, I've worked in concerts for years, but I've never been to a Beyonce concert because for tickets, which is always so hard to get. So I've never been to hers. Hold on. Let me put this on Do Not Disturb before.
Some phone calls start coming in?
Yes. Because you know how that goes. Let's put this on Do Not Disturb. But yeah, it was great. We strategically left a tiny bit early before she did her last couple songs so we could go ahead and get out of the parking deck quickly. So one of my friends did drive, so I jumped in the car with her. She took me to my car.
What's going on, Vanessa?
Hi. She took me to my car, and then I was able to get home at a reasonable time. So
right.
But yeah, it was well worth it. Hi, how are you? Okay. But yeah,
good. So we all right. So so she had fun at the Beyonce concert. I'm guessing everybody's been saying positive things about her concert, and I haven't heard nothing negative. And if you are saying something negative, most likely you don't like her. So and it's okay. We understand that. There's a lot of people in this world that do not like Beyonce. I am not one of the people that's going to convince you to do anything different. If you don't like her, cool.
True.
It's fine. That is all up to you, Pretty Grace, still traveling. Hey, you still traveling.
We're good. How are you?
I feel like this is going to be like her last tour. And that's the thing. Like, you got to understand, like, listen, Vanessa, we are doing amazing. Like, we're taking care of this. Taking care of this thing. So I got to get you over here one day. Whenever you're ready.
Just let us know. If tonight's the night.
She traveling too much. So when it comes to Beyonce, and this is just me in my space and saying it, what I don't think that's fair that a lot of people do. Before we get to the concert, and I know we got a good topic we're talking about. By the way, before we finish, Vanessa, stay around because we were talking about the size matter. That's the point of the conversation. The size matter. And we're not talking about size and body. We're talking about size and dick. Like that's what we're talking about.
Oh my God, why did you say
Put
that?
emphasis on it. So like I said, Beyonce, we're gonna try to get this out of the way real quick. And I want her to explain it for her point of view. When it comes to Beyonce, y'all have to, like, the thing is, she is probably one of the only ones. She might be the only one from the 90s that is still as hot as she is. And what I mean by she is on fire still. Like,
yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Wow.
Oh, Beyonce. Okay.
Yes. So she has been around. Yeah, right to it. I got to do it.
Right.
So she's been around since the 90s with Destiny's Child.
Mm-hmm.
Oi, what's up, boy?
Hi, Sofrito.
What's up, boy? She's been around for a very long time, and the fact that she's still on top, there's not a time where she's came out and somebody else outdid her.
Right.
Regardless of where she was at, if it was in Destiny's Child or by herself, no one has ever came out and been on top of. No one has came out and been on top of her.
No.
Nobody. If you can name the person, give me their albums the same time they came out, the same exact time, and we can do that challenge. Because Beyonce's Beehive crew is strong, and they strong as shit. So it's like, I'm not saying I'm a beehive. I just love Beyonce. I think that she's extremely creative. I know a lot of people say she's still music. She do this. What do you think half of the 80s music is? Like, seriously, it's 90s music. They took it from 70s and 60s. You can't say that she's stealing because y'all don't like her. That's the reason why y'all said she's stealing. Y'all don't like her. So, all right, are we good, man? We definitely gonna get you up here. So we just like, it's not the challenge. I understand she does sample some music. She has probably done some things that don't pay people or whatever to get. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not in there to find that part out. But yeah, of course you can come up, bro. But she sent you the invite and everything.
Yeah, I'm sending it now.
But when it comes to her, like, it is what it is. I know a lot of people have things to say, but I'm looking at what you're doing, what you're currently doing. She's not in media for negative reasons. She don't be disrespectful to people. She just, she minds her business and she do her thing.
Right.
And when she goes away, you don't see her. Can you come down?
She was responding to Sabrina.
So, like, she minds her business. She does her thing, and I feel like a lot of people don't give her that type of credit. Y'all find things to say about her because it's almost like she's too good for y'all. Like, wait, she's too good. She got to have something wrong with her. Oh, she steals music. There it is. What else past a certain point do y'all say about that one?
All right, Joyce got a point. Like her or not, she's a great performer. That's what my point was earlier. Like, Taz has real hate towards Beyonce. Like, I hate. And he was like, she sings like a dead cat. And I was like, that's the craziest thing I've ever heard before in my life. Like, I get her not being your cup of tea or your type of music that you like.
Vanessa,
let's not do that. Like, let's
and
not.
That's the thing. Yeah, I'm like I said, I'm a Beyonce guy because I feel like when I listen to her music, it might not be everybody's cup of tea. That shit is fire to me. That shit is fire. I can go back to every Beyonce album and be like, yo, she got fire on every damn album.
Right.
She don't really make bad music to me. Like,
what's up, Taz? Oh,
there you go. Yeah. So yeah, Taz, I know you don't like Beyonce, but I'm not with you with that one, bro. You're my guy, but the Beyonce hate is not on me, bro. So
like, I can't.
Hey, look, if y'all think, I'll put it like this. I know people are gonna be like, well, she's Beyonce, so that's why she's popular. She's with Jay-Z. She was bussing before Jay-Z. Y'all do realize that. Why do you think Jay-Z went with that? I mean, of course, there's other reasons and other things that's coming out, but when he got with Beyonce, he knew what he had. So he knew that was a superstar right there. So and people say she can't sing. Okay. Line the women up in her generation. We're not talking about the Lauryn Hills and the Jill Scotts and all them. Those are different type of singers. Line the singers Rihanna, all of them. Line them up next to her and tell me who actually sings better.
Right. And even if you think that one of them sing better, it's
work
okay.
into her voice.
But we can't say this woman does not have talent because she does. She's extremely skilled.
No. Beyonce can sing. That's the part. She can sing. I think everybody is so fixed on, oh, she can't sing. I don't know what y'all get. Y'all heard that part, and she could not sing because Drake be trying to sing, and y'all listen to him.
Listen. The operative word is
singing, and y'all think that's, everybody thinks they're singing, but it's not really like a thing. So it's like she has her own way of doing her thing. If you had to put her in a room of all these people, you would know it was her. Let's put it like that. So I'm not defending anything. I'm just saying the hate for Beyonce is weird to me. Because it's like I get if y'all had reasons, but y'all reasons be only based off of, oh, she stole music, and I'd be like, hey, give me something else, because everybody steals music.
True.
Sometimes people don't pay nothing, so y'all just gonna go after her because she's the one that's actually in the media for that reason.
Yeah. True. What are you drinking, Mike?
I drunk the Stella Rose drink.
Not the Stella Rose.
Hey man, I got to get this joint exclusive.
I need you. Okay, as long as you get something harder.
How much alcohol? Ain't much.
Right, it's not. Okay, we have a guest. Are we ready? Are we ready to get to the topic at hand? Our guest.
Yeah, we ready. We ready.
I'm gonna bring him on in. Hold on. Here we go.
Make sure you got some. There you go. What's going on, bro?
Yo.
What's up, man?
I'm sorry I don't got my lights and shit on.
No, it's okay.
If you need your camera to be wide, like ours, turn it to the side. They just do a side of you. Bam. There you go.
There he is.
Now you got to readjust yourself again.
Okay. So am I starting this?
Sure.
Because I feel like I should.
But go ahead.
I feel like I should. I feel like as the only woman up here on the panel currently, I know that we have more coming, and I would love for them to chime in. Please, guys, don't leave me out here hanging. If you would have asked me this same question, maybe, I don't know, 5 years ago, right? I probably would have said that size does not matter. Okay.
Right.
Because at the time, I thought that it's what you do, like it's what you do with it. And to a degree, I still feel this way, very much so. Right. Okay. Like you of course have to know what to do. Right. But there is a I'm trying to choose my words carefully.
You ain't gotta choose your words carefully. You see where we at.
There is a I gotta find a way to put it so it doesn't sound awful. There is a quality to having a certain amount of size, right? That I feel like is necessary for like optimum pleasure for me. Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna say for me, okay? I'm not gonna speak for all women. I'm just gonna say for me. I need a certain amount of I'll even say more so thickness than I'll say length. Mm-hmm. But length does matter too. I also feel like if you haven't had it, then you don't know any better. You know what I mean? So
for you, let's put inches on it. What needs to be inches and width for you?
Okay, I don't have a specific.
He's dangerous.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I gotta get right to the point.
I don't have any specifics.
He's getting right into it.
I will say I wouldn't want anything. I don't say I don't want anything, but I think max like optimum size probably should be no more than 8 inches.
Okay.
Because if you go further than that, I think you're getting to the point where you're killing me.
Okay.
And I don't want to die.
But that's like kind of like no more than 8 inches. I get it, but you got to be real specific. Like, what is your size? That's kind of like
I don't know. I just think that there's a max. I I have been in situations where I thought it was painful. And that's what I don't want. Like, I don't want to hurt. I want to feel it. I want it to be a pleasurable pain. I don't want to be in pain, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it most definitely makes sense.
So that's why I think I can put a max on it, but I can't put like, I can't say I need this specific size. I will say that I don't want it to be like, this is about to be horrible, and I'm gonna say this.
You gotta bring it up.
I swear, y'all. I swear, it's this. Every time we do this, it's a setup because I end up saying something horrible, and then I'm like, why am I doing this to myself? I think that there have been times when I have seen what people would probably deem to be the average size.
Right.
And because I have seen some that are not typically average, they're not like abnormal, but they're on the bigger size, that an average size looks adorable.
Explain.
So I know that you guys have never had this happen, but I have had people.
Shouts out to the men with the adorable dicks. Like,
right. Like, how the fuck you gonna just say somebody got a
right? Oh, that shit is adorable. You be
no, okay, because if you've seen bigger ones, when somebody sends you theirs and it sends you a picture and it's not bigger, you're in your head, and I've done this, I can only speak for myself. I've been like, oh, that's cute.
Dang.
I never told them out loud. Like, I didn't say it to them, but in my mind, I was like, oh, that's sweet. That's cute.
That would hurt my fucking feelings.
Listen, that's why I don't say it out loud, but in my head, I'm like, oh, that's cute, because you sent this to me thinking that you sent this to me because you thought you were doing something, right? You sent this to me like, oh, I'm gonna show it, because it never fails. That's how men feel. Like, I think that a lot of men feel like there's their bargaining chip in sometimes with women, like, let me just show it off. He disappeared, he'll be back.
Yeah.
They'll be like, let me show it off, right? But then when you send me said picture and it's cute, I don't know how else to put it. I have seen adorable ones. Like, oh, that's just so cute, because I have seen some that are a nice size, right? So when I see what I think would probably be deemed average, because I wouldn't call it small. Like, I'm not going to say it's adorable because it's small. It's just probably what people would think is a nice average size. But then I guess the question is, what do we consider average these days?
Right. So let's actually look that statistic up right now.
Okay, let's look it up.
So the average size. Before we get to how about we do what we think the average size is, and then we'll get in the consensus form what the average size.
I think the average size. So hold on, everybody who's in here who hasn't spoken, guys, please take a moment, say hello. We want to speak back. Also, hope that you guys hit the like button, share this out to your friends, and also don't be shy. Please speak, because I don't want to be the only one speaking for us. That's the ladies, that is. I would say average size is 6 inches.
6 inches, okay.
And length, yes.
Oh.
Is it less?
So why
do you seem stressed?
Oh, it ain't got nothing to do with me. I just feel bad for what I'm about to read. So you also got to remember there's a lot of other cultures in this world that don't necessarily have of a certain size.
Oh my gosh, I'm
not saying everyone. There are some people in this world that don't have that are below average and average.
Okay, all right.
But what I thought the average size was the same thing, about 6.5, maybe.
Okay, all right.
It's 5.
Sorry. So sorry.
Now,
I'm sorry.
Excuse me. Now, because it actually is laughing matter a little bit.
Okay.
Let's look at this too.
Okay.
We do know that the women, like, your cervix actually don't go as deep as most people who want to take 8-9 inch penises.
True. That's why I said
your cervix is what, 4 inches deep?
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's why I said 8 is a max.
Yeah.
Right. Because if you're any more than 8, you're gonna hurt me. And
Right.
I don't want to be hurt. Like 8 has to be the max. Like I don't know if I don't think I can do more. I have had sex that has been painful before, and that is not okay. Like you
Right.
think that you're doing something, but you're actually hurting me. That's not cool. So that's why I said 8 has to be a max. Like I can't go past that. I thought that, I mean, 2 inches less than that is a significant amount.
Right.
What's this? 2? Is this about 2 inches?
What would be too small for you?
Will it be too small for me? I think I could do 6 inches. I could. Okay. It wouldn't be considered big to me, but I could do 6 inches. 5 would probably be small, but if you're 5 and skinny, that's like a no-go.
So
If you're 5 and it's little and it's narrow and it's a little like a wiener, it's a no-go.
Right.
That's awful. I'm sorry for you.
right. So do you think that this is me personally? What I think that the method, like everything, I guess when women see a big penis, it's a challenging factor for some women. They want to be able to
No,
just if they can
it's
do
not.
it.
I
Some
don't think
women,
it's challenging.
some women.
I think about the idea, and here I go again. I think about the idea of why do I do this to myself? Is there not any other ladies in here? Like I feel
I don't know. They all in the chat. We got like 9 people watching, so yeah, they there.
In my mind, when I think about the thickness, I'm thinking about the way that it feels as in terms of being filled.
But that's what I was alluding to. That's what I was about to say. Like, a lot of people see the size of it, and that's what's more or less the challenge. But then if you see just that as long, it's like, oh, it looks like something that's going to do some damage, but it's like you need width with that too. I personally,
Optimal.
like in my experiences, noticed that more women enjoy width than length because you're touching everything. You can be long and then go and touch something down there, and it's like you got to stop.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So
I agree, but in all fairness, there are men who can have size and also do not know what they're doing with it. So that is very much a thing. Like a man could have size and absolutely have no idea what to do.
Right. So and I want to give Sofrito a chance to jump in here. From what I'm reading, a lot of women look at the size of penises and they say something about that. They'll be, oh, it's small or whatever the case is. But there's a motion in the ocean thing that happens with that. You can have a certain size, but if you're doing your thing as far as actually having sex with a woman and they feel good and they come off of that, what can you say then? Like what can you say about that?
No, kudos.
I mean, but personally, you could have, let's say you're talking to someone and they're not up to your standards in width or length. They might be a little bit smaller, but you have that mental connection and that physical connection. You know what I mean? So you're like attracted to them, and they know how to stroke you good. Or that does count. It might not be size, or it might not be length or width.
Right.
Just that connection with that person.
100%. And I can't lie and be like everybody that I've ever dated has been like huge. That's not the case.
Right.
Like some people, because most times you make, at least for me. Now I have friends, and I wish they were in here because then they could say this, but I have friends that they're like, we're not talking unless I see it first. Because they don't want to waste their time. I'm not the same way. I don't need to see it first because I want to build some sort of connection with you outside of that. So there have been plenty of times where I have dated a person and been connected to them and liked them. And then when we got down to that part, maybe they weren't as big in size, but it still didn't make it. It wasn't probably the optimal, it probably wasn't like the optimal idea when I think of what I would want aesthetically, right? But that didn't mean that I enjoyed sex less with them because they weren't the size that I wanted them to be, because we connected on a different level. So I still enjoyed it. And also they knew what they were doing. You know what I mean? I think had they maybe not known what they were doing, that probably would have been like a minus, like, oh, the sex is not enjoyable, so that might be a problem. But they knew what they were doing. They weren't the biggest. I would say they were an average size, and I was like completely fine with it. I wasn't disappointed because I already liked them on a different level. I think sometimes like it's not all about like the aesthetics of it. Yes, aesthetically, like that looks, you can have it that looks amazing. Like, oh, this looks like, okay, I want it. But at the same time, what if you don't have any connection with that person? The sex is still not going to be that great. At least for me. I'm speaking for myself. Like, I think that sex is more enjoyable if there's some form of connection with the person, for me personally. So if I don't have any kind of connection to you, then you can have all the size in the world. It may not be the greatest sex, or it could be just simply a physical, let's just get this over with and get off real quick and then go, but it not be like the best sex that you ever had. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's not a prerequisite for me. It's a bonus for me. But it's not a prerequisite. Like, you don't have to. I think the only way I'd probably be like, ooh, is if it was like tiny. If it was tiny, I would be disappointed.
So
if it was tiny, I'd be like, what am I gonna do?
Yeah, what's tiny to you? Like, what does that look like?
Like little, I don't know. Listen, I've got a lot of, I'm a thick girl, okay? And you got to be able to reach it.
You got to be able to clap them cheeks without it falling.
Yes, you got to be able to reach it.
How do you feel about big men and big women? Like, you know, or do you prefer like skinny women? I mean, skinny men, big girls?
I don't have a preference.
Because
you can reach
supposedly most big women like skinny men because they can get in between the creases
but we also like big men too. I mean, it just depends. Like it depends on the big, like what we're talking about in terms of big. If you're talking about like what do you mean? Like bigger, stockier men? Because I don't think that's what you mean.
Yeah,
right?
Like a body build.
I don't mind that. I like a big guy. As long as you can reach it.
As long as you can reach it.
Yeah, and you can and you can put it down. As long as you can reach it and you can put it down, we're good. Like I don't have a preference for body type. I have aesthetically like what my eye is normally drawn to. But when it comes to like dating, I don't have a specific type that I have to stay with. I think, like I said, because I'm drawn to a connection more so than anything else. So a lot of times, like people that I've been in relationships there's people I've been in relationships that I'm crazy about. They do not fit what my eye is normally drawn to. I'm just, not that they're not attractive, but everybody has a thing that they look at and be like, ooh, okay. You know what I mean?
So question, do you want a person that's like, and to answer this question, like when you say a skinny guy, right? You got a smaller guy, I'll say skinny, smaller size guy. And he get in, like he said, he get in the creases and the cracks and shit like that. He actually get in there a certain way. But you got a bigger guy that, you know, you saying like as long as he can get it, he can dab you.
So okay.
Do you want a dabber or do you want a poke? You want somebody to actually be going in on that thing?
Yes. Nobody wants a dabber. Nobody wants
dabber.
Just
he was dabbing me.
No, I don't want nobody dabbing it. No. I will say this. In my experience, skinnier men, like skinny, tall men, they usually have some size.
Right.
They do. Bigger men, if you can find a big guy who also has size, like I feel like that's great. Because a lot of times you're right, when people are heavier, and I'm thinking, when I think about heavier in this context, if you're heavier and sometimes you put on weight, sometimes you don't see the full size, right? Because you're heavier. Or you don't, or it's not.
Your body width grows.
Right. So that can be a thing, but I don't think that just because you're bigger, you might not. Because I've known guys who are bigger, like stockier guys, but also have good size on them. You know. Okay. I think that both can exist.
Okay, so like you said, so basically for you, it's your emotion in the ocean more than it is somebody just having super long penis or
Yeah, I'll just say this: the length is not the length is definitely, it matters. Okay, it matters, but it's not the end all be all.
Right.
Yeah, I will say this, and this is about to be a really embarrassing story. Many moons ago, when I was in college, I was talking to this guy, and I was very attracted to him, and he came to my apartment, and we were gonna hook up. Okay.
Fun times right there. Hey.
Not only was it
nasty.
skinny, but it was also slightly crooked. Okay, it was skinny and crooked, and it was weird. And I literally said, in the middle of us about to get to it, I got to go to work. And I got up and got ready for work that I did not have to go to, and told him he had to go.
Put the whole outfit on and everything.
Absolutely, I put my whole uniform on. It was so weird to me. It was weirdly shaped, and it was skinny, and that was odd. It was like a finger.
And by the way, when we're off this subject, Hennessy, I got a fucking headbanger for you.
Oh no, I'm scared.
You know it already.
I'm scared already. Why? Where are there people still in here? Are we just not seeing the comments, or are comments coming through on your side?
No comments coming through, but it is people watching.
So odd that nobody.
I can't see any comments.
We have like 8-9 people watching almost.
But nobody's saying anything. Okay, cool. Understood. But y'all can chime in. Please don't leave me out here hanging.
No. So go ahead. You talking about the charge lady?
Another female up here.
Oh yeah.
We do need at least one more. That's why I'm hoping the other will come through. If she's not busy.
Maybe.
People. Yeah.
Maybe. But go ahead. So Frito, you got it.
You guys froze for a second.
Oh, okay. Are you back?
So let me word it nicely. Okay. Since we were talking about length of a man, my question to you, or to all of mainly the women out here, or the men in here, does tightness and body count matter?
Oh shit. Yo, there's people all in this chat. What the hell?
I can't see
popping up right here.
Oh, we don't see them. They're here. Okay, hold on.
We are apologizing. I am reading some of them. They going in the chat too.
I do not see no chat.
Me either. What's going on? Hold on, y'all.
They're commenting on you saying it is cute. Styles says something. We apologize deeply.
I'm so sorry.
We can't see anything. Hold on. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna come in on YouTube so I can see it. This is crazy.
I'm just gonna have to. We can't put it on the screen, but Shinobi came through. Some people were saying, "Oh my God, we was going." She's a demon getting busted. Oh man,
what the fuck?
They going in, man. We got 5. Then Benita said 5 is adorable.
I see y'all's comments.
We apologize so much. We see the comments now. We cracking over the comments.
I can't look. I don't know how to look.
You got your phone? You using your phone right now?
I'm on my phone.
Oh
okay.
These comments
are going in.
Crazy. Y'all, I'm so sorry. I wish we had y'all on here. I don't understand.
We apologize deeply. I feel like I want to get comments. What the F is going on?
Yeah, they're not coming in on our side at all. That's crazy.
Well, listen, y'all keep on going in these comments. We appreciate it.
Right.
Listen, while y'all commenting, make sure y'all liking and subscribing and sending that to everybody. We want everybody to come through and talk about that. That Lady likes dabbers.
Back to my question. What would you? All right, let me reword it.
Are we?
You're dealing with a girl. She's everything you wanted, but the tightness she was loose. Would that bother you?
She was loose. That's a question to me, right?
Yeah, because I can't answer that.
So looseness, I never really experienced looseness. It's weird, but I haven't. I'm very selective with women that I actually have sex with. And I feel like I like women that kind of stay. Like if I'm a person that will take a break from having sex. So it's like I guess when I get back to doing it, I know that you probably haven't done it in a while. So it's not that matters to me. It's just that's just what it is for me. I'm not. I mean,
but some women do use like dildos and toys and stuff like that.
Now, if you out here putting motherfucking Wesley Pipes, his dildo in your shit, and you over here, I'm like, yeah, it's just not like some Rico Strong dildos and shit, and you out here just hammering yourself. I'm like, I'm gonna be sitting there like,
there's no way you can compare.
But you know what? I can't say that because women. Let me not sound uneducated with this stuff because I'm very educated behind the women in their process and stuff like that. Women's holes always close back up. Everybody think that a woman's shit is just gonna sit like this and that's just how it is. That's not how it is. You know what I mean? Like women's stuff close back.
Eventually, it does close.
Yeah. Now, if it's like I said, the boy Rico Strong was just in there, and then I come follow up on him, didn't know I was following up on him. I'm like, God damn, like
you gotta one up that. You gotta.
You're not really doing much. Like that shit gotta work its way back down to me. Now, listen, because I know
it's the work its way down.
I feel like if you have sex, if I'm having sex with you, I know if my this is why I said the emotional ocean. We about to get to it. Come on.
Okay, let's do it. Let's get to it.
I know my shit is working because if I start hearing them pussy farts and all that other shit, your shit is expanding because it needs me to do a little bit more.
Dead.
You hit them.
What?
Everybody knows.
Y'all you start hearing that
pussy farts. It.
You start hearing that shit. Now here go that immature shit that makes the you farted on me like no little young motherfucker.
Busting it down.
That ain't what it is.
Oh my!
Busting it down.
Them yams start laying out when they start bringing the air out.
Mm-hmm.
Let me know.
Well, her legs go like this, and you hear that.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. As soon as you hear it, as soon as the cooch start yodeling,
not yodeling. Okay,
that motherfucker be like yodeling.
I am not a saint. I am not a saint.
Somebody said Mike is a saint. I can't believe my ears. Listen, let me tell y'all this.
No, I can't see
Mike
that.
Every once in a while.
Mark?
No, I had to open it up on my phone. Mike every once in a while when we get started, Mike will shock you every once in a while. He'll come up with something. And he'll be like, "Oh, okay. All right." Okay, but let's go back.
Mm-hmm.
Because you also asked about body count. Do you guys really care about body count at this point?
No. I don't care nothing about that. That let me know you've been around the park. Hey, yo, you need to show me some tricks. What you learn? Like, that's what I need to know. On your venture, what you learn? I'm bring it.
To an extent, I do. I don't want nobody that been with like 300 fucking 4. I'm not trying to date no porn.
True. Right, got it. I understand.
But, yeah, that too. And plus, well, I'm not even going to get into that subject. Yeah, but like, as long as you ain't, in the hundreds, we good.
Right.
Hundreds, right. God damn.
No, but listen, I have a friend who sent me a TikTok and they were asking these 3 girls what their body count was, and one girl was like, she doesn't even know the count. It has to be in the hundreds. She was like, because I have no idea. Like she said I lost count many years ago. She was like, in college, it was probably like below the 100s. Like it was in the hundreds. And she was like, and she wasn't older than me. She was probably like in her mid-20s.
Hey, damn. But look, I'm going to say this. That doesn't matter. I'm going to tell you why it doesn't matter. Because people fucking it is what it is. This is, you are who you are. I'm just probably a little political and a little different. I don't care about it. It's just, that's more or less like, when it comes to body counts, like I had kids come up to other women and be like, oh, your body count crazy. Knowing damn well, this is how I say it. If you out here doing your thing and she out here doing her thing, why am I policing what she doing?
Right.
What does that matter?
Right.
That's why I said, yo, bring that shit here. You got them experiences. If you know how to swing off the chandelier like fucking Diddy Kong from Donkey Kong Country and land on it perfect, and I'm like, shit, like I'm good to go. Like,
I mean, no, I'm not gonna lie. I would love it if you could do a ninja flip and land on the pipe.
Okay, all right.
But
no one's ninja flipping.
Shit,
I need you to scream out. I need you to scream out, yeah, while you doing it too.
Hey, you know what I need? I need you to be like the girl. Y'all ever seen what's that movie when she was in the back of the truck and then she had Marlon?
Yeah, she was
I need one of those.
He's like, going, get crazy. All right, motherfucker, let's get it on.
Y'all are crazy.
I'm telling
Man, I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of scared to run into somebody like that.
Man, fuck that. Snatch my soul.
First of all, imagine getting with a woman who loves sex, like but she's celibate. And she's just like, she's saving it, but she started giving you clues.
That's
like
that built up.
I might be a little bit too much, and you out here challenging it now. Like, oh, I'm good. You know, ego shit that most people do. I'm good. I can handle it. And then she come, and now you getting it in with her at first, and then she get used to you. Now she's starting to do her own thing now, and then you just sitting there staring at her like, all right, calm down. I'm on round 4. You're like, round fucking 4? Ain't no such thing around 4.
Oh my gosh. Ladies, if any of you guys want to join in, let me know and I will put the link to join up here in the chat on my phone. So just let me know, because I'm up here with these two, and at this point I don't know what's happening anymore.
Fuck that.
Someone said they want a visual. They want to see what the flip onto it looks like. I don't.
Fuck that. I'll be down for round 4. You're gonna have to give me like a 30-minute break.
Oh yeah, listen, ladies. When it comes, y'all want the motion of the ocean to keep happening.
Yes, sir.
Let us get our breath.
I could last on day, but we gotta have 30-minute commercials.
Exactly.
Not 30-minute commercials.
He said 30-minute commercials. God damn.
I mean, after 1, 2, 3, all right, give me like 2 seconds. I'm with it. But after like 3, come on now, you gotta give me a
little break.
I can only give you 2 max. Two of them strong nuts. I can give you those max. The third one, you just gummy worming me half to death at this point. We're gonna be looking at each other like this, like
I'm so done.
You said you're gonna be chafing me. You're gonna be chafing me.
Right. Make it come up. I can't do nothing.
I can't.
Right? And then listen, ladies. And all y'all ladies that's in the comments right now, she needs y'all. She gonna need y'all for this one too. If men's penises don't work the way that y'all think it do, because y'all always swear up and down if y'all had a penis that y'all would just be doing this. I'm like, y'all going to rock the fuck out immediately. Y'all gonna see what it feel like, because y'all know how when women have orgasms and come. I don't know. Everybody has their own levels. Y'all can keep going with them Jones.
No,
that's why he's
men orgasms are 30
minutes. That one nut, you be feeling like your life force is taking out from you.
It's a proven fact. Men orgasms are a lot stronger than women's.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
So what you're saying is it's taking a lot out of you.
No, yes, it does. It does.
Listen, if y'all don't watch Dragon Ball Z, this is geek shit. When Goku and them shoot them command man waves out their bodies,
their keys
coming out everybody's key. That's all that's coming out, and they be like, oh shit, that's how they feel afterwards.
What's up, Mets? Welcome.
Give me another round, and then y'all want to tease us and shit. Listen.
Nah, they need a sensu beam first.
Oh my
Blue
God.
Chew, bro.
I need to be brought back.
They need a Viagra.
So Benita asked, is post nut clarity for real?
Post nut clarity.
What do you mean, Benita?
I don't understand. Sorry, my English is no better.
I think she's saying like, let me wait. I'm gonna wait. Let me not even get to talking.
Explain, Benita, and I will help them.
That's funny.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Maz. We've been here, bro. We apologize,
Maz. I'm sorry.
We can't see the comments on the StreamYard right now,
which is crazy.
I will be posting these things up like crazy because we're like, yo, ain't people just sitting here watch us talk?
Right.
How are they doing
like,
that and being so
weird?
That's what
hey, man, I'm not gonna lie. I fucking love it here.
Let me see. The last comment we got. That's how far back we go. That's the last one. That shit was a long. That was
how the fuck did you do that? Do that again, because I saw that.
We can tap on the comments over here and make them show
We can
up.
tap them in.
No, I can't do that because that last time I did that, it kicked me out.
Oh yeah. I think just because we are we're administrators now. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, when you get a chance, Benita, please let us know about the post.
Please, yeah. Please, yeah, give us a little more clarity as to what you mean by post nut clarity.
Yeah, post nut. What the fuck? You talking about foreplay, mommy?
I mean, it could be a level of foreplay, maybe. I don't know.
Hey, what do you guys feel about? How long is foreplay?
Oh, we talked.
We
about
were
that
just talking about that. We were just talking about that in the last one.
I don't know nothing about y'all conversation, but me personally, I feel as though foreplay is a 24-hour thing. So foreplay starts when you wake up in the morning. I kiss you on your forehead. Good morning. That's when foreplay starts for me.
I can't do this with you.
We said it's Mr. Nasty Time at all times.
I can't. I need him to not talk about it.
Did you? Your comment didn't post. No, it didn't. Why didn't it? She said her podcast.
Listen. Basically,
yeah, I don't see it. But if you're friends with one of us, send a question over maybe to one of the social media sites, and maybe we'll get it. Because I don't know if YouTube.
You okay over there?
Yeah.
So
no, I got sorry.
So like I said, we talk about the motion in the ocean and shit like that because I know you got to talking about sizes and stuff like that. I can't really. Right. I must just say this from a male's perspective. I feel like size matters in a certain matter. Like maybe if it's a thick penis, y'all like that. It can't be less than a certain amount of inches though.
So let's
what do you guys feel about thickness and length at the same time? Is that
thickness and length is that's like amazing. If you thick and long, I want to like do one of those jump up high fives.
No, because you stopped it at a certain number. So you want a really thick.
To me though, but to me, anything above 6, anywhere in between 6 and 8 is long. Yeah. You know what I mean? 6 is more average. 8 is long. Anything in between that is long.
So what if you had somebody that's 9 inches long, about 3 inches thick?
I would be
She got it. Hold on. Sean, let me read her comment real quick.
You got to be careful.
I'm going to read her comment real quick. She said, people say after men nut, they realize they are not into that particular woman as they were before. Oh, yeah. Oh. Okay, so I want to answer that shit right now.
No, I got one for that too.
So I had an old nut ass friend, right, that used to do shit like that. He would tell the woman once he's done having sex with you, yeah, I don't really like you like that no more. That's not post nut. That is a nut. He's a fucking nut. That's how it goes. He's narcissistic, and that's how they do things.
Right.
They're only in it for their own good, and they will love bomb the fuck out of you to get you to give them what they want, and then they're done with
them.
If y'all want to know, the language of what's being spoken, I know it's many versions. I know I got some intelligent people that can describe it a little bit better, and also I'm calling it love bombing, because when you love bomb somebody, that means that's one of the worst things you can do. That leads to narcissism. That leads to shit. That the reason why people are, a lot of y'all women are feeling the way that y'all do towards men, because they love bomb the fuck out of you, and they tell you what I mean by love bombing is, I'm gonna take you out to eat, I'm gonna buy you things, I'm gonna do all these little things until I have sex with you, and then I'm gonna stop talking to you.
Right.
Worse than, to me, a lot of that shit is worse than being actually cheated on. You might as well just fucking leave them alone, because love bombing, that means you making a person fall in love with you, and all they're not there no more.
Right, you gaslighting them for how long? You know, that's fucked up. That's worse than cheating. I'd rather keep it a stack. Look, instead of doing that, I'd rather tell you, hey, look, I'm trying to pipe. You know, I want to see what's up. You know what I mean? Instead of gaslighting you, talking about like, yeah, baby, we're gonna go on dates and we're gonna do all this and yada yada yada, and then once I fuck, I leave you. Like you could have just told me from the jump, hey, look, I'm just trying to pipe.
Right, and go.
A lot. What's the worst you're gonna say?
Yes, love bombing is definitely super toxic.
What's the worst you're gonna say? Yes or no?
Yeah. Right. True. I have a question for the ladies. Now that I know that you guys are all here, have you ever had a guy send you a picture, whether unsolicited or solicited? Okay, let's just say it was solicited. Let's say you wanted it, right? And you had him send you a picture and you were feeling him. and then he sent you said picture and you were like, oh no.
Unimpressed.
Have you ever been disappointed by the reveal?
This is for y'all ladies. I don't know how to answer that one.
Have you ever been disappointed by the reveal? I want to know.
So answer your own question, Lee.
I have. Yes, I have been disappointed. I have remembered being so psyched up because he talked a lot of game, right? And so I was like, okay, well, maybe you got, you done talked a lot, like you done talked a big game. You have really set yourself up, like right. Somebody said yes. Like he talked so much, and we'd gone a pretty good amount of time without not like sharing any pictures at all, right? Like not like that. And so finally, like you've got me all worked up. I'm expecting something like, okay, I want to see it. At this point, we're talking. You've talked a lot, like you said a lot of stuff. And he sent that picture, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Because what?
You know what my uncle would call that? My uncle would call that, you've been honeypotted. He honeypotted.
What?
He honeypotted you. He told you he had a jar full of honey, and it was all the way at the bottom.
Yes, that's exactly what it was.
He gave you the Winnie the Pooh.
Yes, sir.
I'm telling you, this man was like he had told me all the things that he wanted to do, right? And I was like, oh, okay, well, maybe you're working with something, because you have now, at this point, you have described positions that are very like, they're very what's the word for it?
Charming.
They're challenging positions. Like they're things that like we would really have to work at it. Like you gotta have something to be able to get these things done. And then you showed me a picture, and I'm looking at like a little scoop of a penis. I was like, what is this?
I'm fucking dead.
What scoop of a penis?
She said you got a snippet. A snippet.
It's like a little scoop of penis. I said, what the fuck is this?
I'm fucking dead.
Wait, this is gonna be real imbalanced. How are we fixing to do this? How are we doing this?
She said, I don't know if you're gonna be able to reach it. I got too much.
I got too much.
Listen, that is a thing. I listen, for all of my women who are shaped and who are thick like me, okay, we all know that you have got to be able to reach it, because we're carrying a lot in the back. And if that's not an option, if back shots are not a thing, because we're gonna have to struggle for you to be able to get to. Now, I had one guy who was like, oh no, we can make it work. Lay on your stomach.
Struggle.
The fact that
what's up?
First of all, if you laying on your stomach, that means you gotta have a part to reach that motherfucker.
Thank you.
Laying on your stomach is the worst. When you bend over, that's the easiest position.
So if you can't get to it that way,
you ain't going to be able to do it on the stomach. You ain't.
Listen, while everybody is here, please like and subscribe to us. It's 2 buttons: like, subscribe.
Right.
We got you. Listen, I'm doing a giveaway soon, so y'all better get ready for that.
But that's the thing, and I think that's why, like, we have to consider, at least for women who are like thicker women, like especially if you have a lot, like you got a lot of ass, you have to consider that. Yes.
And listen, sometimes you got women who necessarily don't have to have a lot of ass, but they got hips and they got some stuff going on back there. You still gotta learn how to clap cheeks. Period. You gotta learn how to clap cheeks.
Right.
Period. And you can't just sit back and just, I don't know. I just feel like back shots is like a must for almost every woman. Like y'all love that shit.
My question for the men is, is there a polite way to tell you? Do you think it's not to tell you specifically, but to tell a man, this is not what I thought it was gonna be. Like it's not what a lie. Is there a polite way to say it?
You gonna hurt their feelings either way. It is what it is.
You might as well. If you don't listen, let me be honest with you. And this is what's gonna make you say, "Oh well, fuck it, I'm gonna just hurt his feelings." You gotta buy him a PlayStation 5 and say, "Hey, I'm sorry, but your dick ain't worth it."
I'm buying you a PlayStation 5.
It's either you gonna
hurt him.
It's either you gonna say, "Hey, look,"
he'll hurt less.
It's either you gonna say, "Look, it's not long enough," or you ain't hitting that spot, you ain't getting in there, and it's gonna hurt his feelings either way. It is what it is.
Yeah, you're gonna hurt feelings regardless. I'm just being honest.
You're gonna hurt feelings.
You're gonna hurt feelings.
I feel like though, so like I said, I have friends who are like they need to see it before they invest time because they don't have time to waste, right? I just wonder what is the polite way for them to say, do we make up a reason why we're not compatible? Is that better? Like, should we make
No.
up something?
I've never been in that situation. I've never asked somebody just ask me, hey, look, let me see it before. I've never been in that situation.
So no one's ever asked you to see it first?
No.
What about you, Mike? Has anyone asked you like straight off the bat, can I see it?
I think that's the new age women.
Yeah, I've never
That's the new age women. They coming out just like,
send me a pic.
No, I've never had somebody actually request for it. I did, but it's like that's over a period of time,
right?
And I'm not one to be sending dick pics to me because first of all, I'll be honest, my dick is cute, so I know it can't be. If I know if it's on the internet, I'm like, yo, that's my dick. Like, I'm gonna know that's mine.
Do you mean it's adorable? You're not saying it's adorable. You're not saying adorable, right? It's not adorable.
She said you got a little pew.
No. It's a.
You think it looks nice? I'm just trying to get clarity, ladies. He's not saying he has an adorable. He's not adorable.
It's only for one to touch. That's the part.
Okay, here's my next question. How soon is too soon to send a dick pic?
It depends on the person for me.
Okay. Mike, do you have...
what you mean by that? Say it again.
People drunk. How soon is too soon to send a dick pic?
The moment you ask me, 5 minutes until it's talking.
How soon is too soon to send a pussy pic?
Immediately.
No, but like for you, when do you gauge? Is there like a time for you that you think, okay, maybe this is too soon, or I shouldn't send it, or do you have like a time like when it's suitable for you to like feel okay enough to send a pic to a woman?
I would say it matters. Basically, it matters if I'm comfortable with you yet.
Okay.
Like if I'm comfortable with you, then that works. But if I'm not comfortable with you.
Right. If you've reached a level. Now, here's the thing. Here's the crazy part. For women, what you're saying is it sounds good, but most women don't think that way. I have had men that off the rip, without having a conversation with me, sending like let's say, especially, and this is why I worry about giving out my Snapchat, because I have had men who have asked for my Snapchat, and what I get is not a hello, it's immediately a picture of his dick. And that is crazy to me because
why do people do that?
But I'm telling you, it happens. And and in these situations, they have not been men who are small. So maybe they're just showing that off because that's what they think is their main asset. And they think if I see that, then I'll be more interested. But I have literally had men ask me for my Snapchat and then immediately send me a picture of their dick. Like not ask me, not have a conversation with me. Like outside of when they asked me for my Snapchat, like, or when we were in a live and they were like, hey, can I get your Snapchat? And I gave it to them. Outside of that conversation, the conversation that leads up to the point where you should feel comfortable with sending a woman a picture of your dick never happened. You just sent it. You just I opened my Snap and your dick was there.
Man.
I promise you that happens. It's crazy.
So what if the roles was reversed? What do you feel about
I'm sure women do that. I have to feel a certain level of we got to be on that level. Like I'm not just sending you a picture off the rip, because I don't want to lead with that. Like I don't want to lead with my body. I think that's the plus, right? That's the added on thing. So if me and you are into one another and we're getting to the point where we're starting to talk about sex, then maybe I can start sending you pictures. But for me to lead off a conversation with nudes, like we don't even know each other and I'm just sending nudes, that to me is crazy for me personally. And I'm not judging anybody else who does it. Let me not do this because I'm not going to judge you. Some women might, that might be their thing. Like they might be comfortable with that. I personally like to know, I want to feel comfortable enough.
Marcus says, what's your Snap though?
That's so crazy. Oh my gosh. Listen, Mark, you're not going to be excited. My Snap doesn't have anything spicy or saucy on it. I don't really like. So here's the thing with me. I'm not saying that I'm a prude because I'm not by far. However, I feel like there's a time and a place. And I feel like I like to say that for a person that I'm dealing with. You know what I mean? Like, it's not for everybody, for me. But I also don't judge other people who are free with their sexuality and want to do whatever. I do think it's weird, though, when I get unsolicited dick pics. If I didn't ask you for a pic of your dick, or we're not talking, the first message you should send me is not a pic of your dick. Like, if I have never had a conversation with you, why did you think to drop that bomb off?
Yeah, that's kind of weird for me too.
Yeah, that's weird too. No. So, if y'all want to see more of Lee, go to her TikTok. There's a video that has gone viral of Lee on the couch.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, the on the couch video got a lot of men mad at her. This is like how he was talking. I'm gonna start talking on weird shit. Why would you do this? Why would you hurt me? Why are you on that couch doing that?
Right, no joke. Like, it's crazy. And
go sit your fucking weird asses down, man.
No, but no joke. I get, this is the kind of stuff that I get. So
yes, it does happen all the time. It's actually all good. He said it's all good. I don't have the app either. Yeah, pretty much. Thank you. You made it.
Yeah,
Mama Shenanigans, welcome. If you get a chance, make sure you give a follow to us. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
April said it happens all the time. It happens to women all the time. Men just send unsolicited dick pics to women, and like, what's so crazy about it is like that's how they lead the conversation. So obviously, yes, you're leading with sex, which lets me know that you don't really want to get to know me. You just want to get down to it, which is okay. Like, that's one thing. But the fact that that's how you let it off.
Right.
I've had men who they started their conversation with me, like not with the, hey, how you're doing, and then we start talking about it. Because even if your intent is to just be like have the physical, even if that's the thing, the fact that you immediately start talking about what you're doing to your dick, like, hi, how was your day? Like, are we skipping that part? Like, yeah. How was your day? How are you doing? No, I'm stroking it right now. Ew, what is going on?
What color are your nipples?
Listen, and it happens. And I think also, let me just say, I'm just going to throw this out there and we can get back to our conversation. I think that sometimes men do not understand the difference between being flirtatious and over-sexualizing a woman. I think that sometimes being flirtatious and being over-sexualized or over-sexualizing a woman is it's a fine line. I think that you have to know when, like, what is considered flirtation and what is considered making a woman feel like a sexual object, and that's it.
Tell me why I know what you're talking about.
Right. You're right. You probably know. But I think a lot of men don't know what that line is. And sometimes what you might think is flirtation feels like being over-sexualized. And instead of me feeling like you're flirting with me, I feel like you're treating me like a sexual object as opposed to a woman that you want to pursue or date. You have to know how to walk that line. And sometimes walking that line is building the kind of relationship where you can say those kinds of things to me. If we don't have that kind of relationship, then don't start talking to me or about me in an over-sexual way. Like, that's so weird to me. Like, don't make it weird. I am a woman first. If you're sexually attracted to me, that's one thing. But don't be weird.
Right.
Oh, you're welcome, Benita. Hi, Jade. You're welcome, Benita. That's what we're hoping to do. Like, we want to be able to talk maturely about all kinds of things, whether it's taboo or not. But like, for me, I feel that's so, I've had it happen, especially since that video, Mike. Since the video in question that you're talking about, I feel like some men don't know the line, right? Between let's make it a funny joke to, oh, now we're making you we're treating you like a sexual thing.
Right.
That's so icky to me because I'm a woman first. And obviously you forgot that. Like, you're just seeing me as a sex symbol, and that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
I agree with you wholeheartedly. take your time to kind of just understand, like, everybody don't want your dick, like, period. Like, no one wants to see it. It's not. I don't think any woman thinks that it's actually attractive when you show them a penis.
But me personally, like, I wouldn't even feel comfortable just like randomly sending you my genitals.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, just like off the rip, for me to send you a private pic, that's wild.
Right.
No one want to see you with your angles and shit.
Y'all, Joy said she's identified herself. Joy said she's identified herself as that couch for a long time now.
As a couch?
My couch. She said she's identified herself as my couch for a long time.
Yeah, listen, when y'all get a chance, you gotta go to that video.
Oh my gosh. But listen, but here's the thing. Joy and I are friends, and so I know she doesn't mean any harm. That's the difference. Like, Joy and I are friends. I know she doesn't mean any harm. However, if you're somebody who does not have that kind of repertoire with me, and you come in and you can think you can start saying all kinds of overly sexual things about me and my body or that couch or what you would do or what I look like, it feels icky to me. Why? Because we don't have that kind of rapport.
Yeah, you don't got that kind of. Yeah, you're right.
So now I feel like you're over sexualizing me, and it feels icky. It doesn't feel fun anymore.
So Marcus says it's always the same angles. Yes, and then Pisces Maya the Queen says the couch has history.
It's the history for me.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I need to interview this couch. Like, so when she had her knees.
What have you seen?
Right. What part did it hurt when she put all the knees on you? Did it hurt?
Oh my gosh. But yeah, it's just crazy. I feel like it's the same thing to me as sending an unsolicited dick pic. I feel like that can be a very over sexualizing thing. And listen, for some people, it may feel like it's not a big deal. But for me personally, like, I need you to, and also I think, like, if you don't recognize the way a woman wants to be treated, if you can't recognize it, that she wouldn't appreciate being over sexualized, so you just say anything, then obviously you don't know me well enough.
Pretty much.
Like, if you don't recognize that that's not who I am, then you don't know me that well. If you don't recognize that if we're not on that level where you can flirt with me in that kind of way, and you think you can just say stuff like that, then you obviously don't know me well enough to be saying shit like that.
He said, I would like to apologize to Basic.
Man. Oh man.
You free game, man. You go on, you can do as much as you need to, Daz.
He said, hold on, let me go look at this couch.
Right. Oh, y'all listen, if y'all ain't seen the couch videos,
here's the crazy part.
Look up just_basic_Lee. You would get everything about this couch.
Here's the crazy
Lee
part.
in all her glory.
That TikTok was not supposed to be a big deal.
Right.
When
it
I
was just
did
supposed to be you having fun.
I didn't even think it was going to be considered sexy. I thought maybe the look I was giving was sexy, but the fact that everybody's focused on the couch is crazy. Like, I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting for it to go viral. I wasn't expecting for people to be like, "Oh, I wish I was the couch." I didn't.
They just focused on you grabbing that fucking couch.
I wasn't grabbing the couch.
You was fucking gripping that shit with the
death. This is how you was gripping it up. Look. You had that couch grip like this.
No, but I don't think you can see my hands. Can someone go look at the couch video and tell me, can you see my hands?
I don't care what they see.
You see the veins in your arms and everything. You was holding the shit out that couch.
What I saw was you was death gripping the couch with two fucking claws.
You hear the couch like,
that couch was like,
ooh, girl, you got a good grip today.
Let's be real. Y'all saw.
You hit the couch with the Arnold Schwarzenegger grip.
No, what y'all saw was the back end, and that's what made y'all have the imagination.
Okay, man,
listen, you want me to put the video on the show?
No.
She hit that shit with the Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Right. You know what's funny? Because if I get to Mel, you want to show up? She been needing your help all show.
Right, Mel?
All show.
Mel, you left me hanging.
I told you we gotta start. You gotta pay Mel to come.
Thank you, Maya.
Sorry, people, I cannot see the comments.
You cannot bring Mel up. She is not a free person She don't do things like that. She don't
Hey,
come up
Mel,
here.
come up.
But
Mel,
then
I
I'm
have
gonna get her
neither.
ass, right? Because Mel, she goes, don't show her face on here. 2 minutes later, she live in the red room and shit on the swing. I'm like, oh, so we got none of that. That's crazy.
Wait, Benita said she just watched the video and that couch did not have a chance, y'all. What? Listen,
Benita, did she not have a fucking kung fu grip on that damn couch?
I wasn't. I promise you can't see how I'm grabbing the couch.
Y'all see how she got new
It's
nails,
okay.
right?
You had
She got
that
new nails
Bruce Lee.
because she broke the
She
last
had
one
that.
gripping that couch.
She had that Bruce Leroy grip.
Yeah, she had the grip.
Oh my
It was
god!
like Gorilla Glue
What
grip.
can I got one more question. What do you guys feel about all right, scenario. You're with your woman, your other person, your significant other. What do you guys feel about sex rooms? What's a go or non-go?
I think if you're both comfortable with it,
What is it again?
sex rooms.
Sex rooms. What's the go, not
Oh,
go,
yeah.
you know?
Conversation has to happen, period.
Yeah,
Period.
I think you should talk about what the two of you are comfortable with.
Yeah.
And if either one of them is uncomfortable, if either person is uncomfortable with something, like you need to talk about that ahead of time
Yeah.
to see if it's something that you both want, and if you do both want it, what is like your no-goes, like what are the things that you don't want to happen, like non-negotiables, like those are the things that you can talk about.
Right.
So if you watched her lives, you wouldn't need the video. Here's the crazy part. I don't consider myself, and this is about to sound real crazy to y'all, I know that I can do a sexy look, maybe, like give a sexy look, but I have never thought of myself as sexy.
Okay.
I think of myself as cute, but not sexy.
No, you fucking lying.
No, it's the truth. I know that I
that.
can give a sexy look. I know how to do that, but I've never thought of myself. I've never
Ask
really
the
been
couch.
like.
That's what I'm going to do. So Frito, just tell her, ask the couch.
Yeah, that couch got other words.
What did you think about this?
Yeah. I don't know. She was grinding all over fucking me. I'm telling
But
you.
no, I know that I can look sexy. Like I can give a sexy look. You know what I mean? I can do that. I know how to do that. But it took me a while, and even now, sometimes I struggle with like seeing other people as seeing me as sexy. I think that people see me as, oh, she's adorable.
You a goddamn lie. The other day you got up on your live and you walked away. Everybody, I said it first, but everybody said it literally right after me. That thing.
Okay, that's because of my ass.
What?
Oh my gosh.
I
can't be sexy. Yeah, right.
So
I didn't say I can't be sexy. I didn't say that. I know I can. I'm aware. I think sometimes I think of people, I think that people, when I think of how people perceive me, sometimes I think that people see me as adorable first. Like they'll be like, I've had guys be like, oh, she's so cute. You know what I mean?
Can I say this? I feel like sexy should never be constant. That's weird to always just be in position to be sexy.
I get that.
That means you're not normal.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Like if you have moments where it's like, oh, nigga looking sexy. You know what I mean? Like that's one thing.
You know what's sexy to me when you're at your lowest, you got sweats on, no makeup, you got your hair in a bun, and I still find you attractive. That's sexy. Mm-hmm. I don't know, maybe I'm a little bit weird, but I like you just woke up. Yeah, one eyelash is off. I still find you attractive. Yeah, that's sexy.
Yeah.
You wake up, you wake up and you got your lip fat because you got stung by something. Damn,
I still kiss you. Yeah, that's
what you gonna do with that lip.
Thank you, Benita. You're
so gonna do with that
sweet.
Right. What that lip do?
What that lip do? That top lip with the bump on it. What that do? As long
Just
as it is a healthy lip.
Just one lip.
That top lip.
Oh my gosh.
That top lip looks heavy.
Listen, one thing I will say is the bottom lips, them Jones always looking like it's like that's what does it for me. I will be honest with you. Like if I see a bottom lip and that shit lipping, I'm gonna be like,
you know what's a big turn on for me?
What's that?
Kissing. Kissing sets the mood. Like if you because you can meet somebody that can be physically attractive, emotionally, mentally attractive. But like, if you can't kiss, like, I'm like, damn, you got everything else.
No, you're right. But here's
you
the thing.
Just ain't got no kissing skills.
Let's go back to this though, because we're talking about kissing, right? Okay, let's go back to this, and ladies, chime in and tell me how you feel. Let's say we have not shared any pics. Okay, what's about to happen is a surprise, and we're kissing, and I'm into it because you're a good kisser.
Right.
And then you whip it out, and it's a baby one.
Why?
What happens?
Wait a minute. Repeat this again.
Let's say we have never shared pics before, but now we have met and we're kissing and it's gotten hot and steamy because we know that kissing can do that. Kissing can really amp it up. And then when we get down to it and you pull it out and it's a baby one, ladies.
That shit just like, wah.
First of all, that's your fault because you should have felt before you got hot and heavy. You should have felt
it's my fault.
Yes,
it's
sir.
my fault that you look
I'm
like
not gonna lie to
you.
you. You didn't participate in proper
participated.
You gotta grab the dick.
Yeah, you gotta grab it before you feel it. That's your fault. Cause I'ma smell it before I poke it. I'm sorry. I'm drunk.
You go down that bitch and it smell like. And listen, I'm not gonna.
If that's
go down that motherfucker and it smell like the bikini bottom. Yeah, we got a problem, bro.
If that shit smell like rock bottom, nah.
If it smell like SpongeBob and Patrick Star, we got a problem.
Oh my god, I can't.
Smell like Squidward and motherfucking all the
motherfuckers. Now it smells like Squidward. That's crazy.
Like Squidward,
if that shit smell like Squidward tentacles, I'm out of here, dude.
Listen, but I'm telling you, that happened to me. My college experience, my college story that I was telling you about, it was like that. I was feeling him. We had not shared any pictures. We got hot and heavy. I even went as far as inviting him back to my place. We got into it, and when he pulled that thing out and it was skinny and curved, I was like, I gotta go to work. I made up a work story to get away from it. Like that's wild. Wait, I got another story to tell you. Hold on.
Good.
I guess I gotta go to work at that moment. Right. You gotta go to work. You just gotta go to work. Listen, ladies. If ever that happens to you, I give you full reign to say I gotta go to work.
Before I poke. Now listen, ladies, smell niggas' dicks too. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Hell yeah.
It smell like a swordfish.
Dudes can have
check it out.
Dudes can have sewer dick too.
Yeah, it smell like a swordfish. You gotta go down there and check it out.
Dick out here smelling like camel spit.
Why do y'all know what that smells like? Why do you know what a swordfish?
I don't know, but I would assume it smells like that.
You know what it is? You know how to smell a fish, but if you put emphasis on what type of fish it is, it just makes it funnier to say. You know, like, you smell like swordfish. Like
your shit smell like fucking swordfish. Your shit smell like red bass.
You just hope. You funny as hell. You just hope for the best. You know what that is?
Right.
You don't just hope for the best.
Okay, so here's another embarrassing.
There is no such thing. Hold on, I'm gonna say this: never go full blown YOLO. No. You don't YOLO. You only live once.
Yeah.
You never do that. You never do that with penises, and don't do that with vaginas. That is tarty.
Nah, fuck that. You fuck around and be like, yo, bro, you done double dipped. You done got some double dip pussy. That means she just got some.
If you just look at it and be like,
that means she got piped down, and she was like, no, I ain't double dipping. That means she got piped down, and she went to go link with you, and she got that leftover stank on there.
No.
So hold on. So Frito, what if she went in your bathroom and did a whole bath real quick?
No, because if I go in there and that shit smell like Dove or that soap bathroom I got on my sink. No, you gotta go, baby.
But maybe she's just touching it up for you.
No. First of all, if you tell me, hey, look, I want to take a shower, I don't trust you already. We getting hot and heavy, and I smell it, and you be like, I'm gonna go take a shower before we have, intercourse. Yeah, that's different. Go take a shower, baby. That mean I know it's fresh. At least you let me get a whiff of that motherfucker.
Somebody said out here smelling like tilapia. I'm dead. That was Benita.
Smelling
tilapia is the bottom feeder fish. Damn.
They said red bass is a better fish. It's gonna be if they smell like tilapia.
We just wrong now. We talking about all types of fishy smell.
Wait, okay. We're talking about size. I'm gonna just I got another embarrassing story because obviously I put myself in very embarrassing predicaments. I used to date a guy. So he was a big guy. Okay, he was like he was a heavy set guy. He was
Chubby Chaser.
He was a Punisher.
Shut up. He said chubby chaser. He was like he would put you in the mind of Big Pun. Like he wasn't that big, but he was a big guy, right? Okay, and he did have a small penis, and this was my college days. And so like I told you back then, I was very much it's the motion of the ocean. And I remember one time because he thought that I was like apparently he thought that I was an overly sexual person, and he thought that all I wanted was sex. Because I remember one night we were together and he was like, he had gotten on top and he was like, oh, is this what you want? Y'all,
this what you want?
He was not.
You want them little chops?
Y'all, he wasn't in me. He thought he was, and he didn't know he hadn't made it in.
He was fucking the gooch.
He was fucking gooch. He was rubbing clits. He was rubbing clits.
I didn't feel it at all. So he must have been rubbing himself, but he was like, yeah, girl.
Yo, that's
what
fucking
you wanted. This is what you've been wanting on. I was like,
Hey, Hennessy, let me ask you another question.
I'm sorry.
What do you feel about BBWs? Like, I'm not even BBWs, because BBWs are sexy. I'm talking about big girls. So I have a story.
BBWs?
Yes, SBBWs, right?
Super size.
So let's say you got a SBBW, and you about your size. She got, let's say I'm gonna give you about 180.
Just hold on. Mike's a big guy, just so you know. He ain't little by any chance. Mike is a giant.
No, I'm tall too. So I'm gonna just let's give you 200, right?
Okay.
I'm gonna give you 200 pounds, about 6'2", and you dealing with a girl. Let's say she about like 310, and she about 5'6", and she sit on top of you and you go like you gotta take that and she a little heavier.
Okay,
would you go through with it or would you stop?
Can I say this quick?
Well, like she's is you saying that she's stinking?
No, I'm talking about like she sit on top of you, she trying to ride, and her fupa hit your stomach and take all your air out.
Okay, all right, relax. Okay, first off, let me tell you this. So first of all, you are a tall guy, but you're also on the smaller frame. Okay.
No, I ain't bones. I'm 6'3" and I'm 178. I'm 180.
Yeah, so you're a smaller man, so a bigger woman is gonna feel heavier on you.
No.
Mike is
I'm
not
talking about
BBW.
Guy. It's a difference between BBW.
I'm like 282 pounds, so
it's a difference
like 6'5",
between
Mike, right?
6'7", but who's counting?
It's a difference between BBW and it's a difference between super BBW. I'm talking about wide body, you got an ass in the front and the back.
But I do think though also, but you have to consider your like size comparison. Like he's a thicker man and you're a smaller guy. So a woman that's 310 is a lot for
you know what's getting me? I'm just saying that 310 is not bad because I'm a bigger guy, but we're not talking about that shit fucking hurt my feelings just now. You're a smaller guy. That shit just hurt my fucking feelings.
No, it wasn't meant to hurt your feelings. I just mean your body frame. I didn't mean it like that. I mean your body frame is smaller than his. So when he might think about a woman of that size, it's not going to be the same as what you think about.
Right.
Because it might not be super heavy.
Oh, right. You said you're how much you said you was, Mike?
I think he said like 280 and he's 6'7".
All right. So let's say if you're dealing with somebody about like 430, about 100 pounds.
430.
Somebody 100 pounds over you. She's a big girl. You know what I mean? Because me personally, I like BBWs. I like bigger girls, but it is a thing as big. You know what I mean?
Yes, Benita. They are unicorns. It's very hard to find a Mike and Sofrito out there because they are both reasonable men and
that's funny as hell.
Basically, I'm asking, is it a thing as too big for you?
I'm gonna read a question. So not a question, but somebody wrote something. I've had a little dude and I was skeptical, and then he turned out to be one of the best I've ever had. Best head. He knew he was small.
A little, like a cute one. He was adorable. April. Am I hearing music, or am I going crazy?
I think it might be coming from Sofrito's side.
Okay. I thought maybe it was going crazy.
Oh, you talking about the ice cream truck? I'm so sorry.
Oh,
Okay.
Who's got nursery rhymes playing? Someone said if he dies, he dies. I can't. I can't. Somebody said
be right back, y'all.
light work. Okay, Mike. Somebody said 310 is light work.
I mean, that's not too bad for me. It's not too bad for me because I'm, a little bit bigger.
Marcus said, "Sign that waiver and keep it moving." I'm dead.
If you like 250 pounds more than me, I can't, baby.
You do believe it, but that makes sense. Listen, here's the thing. I think that everybody has a preference, which is okay. I know that even at my size, I'm not everybody's preference, and there's going to be a man who's going to be like, "Oh, you're too big for me," and I'm okay with that. Like, I'm all right with that. I'm aware that could happen.
But vice versa, you'd be like, "Yo, you too small for me. I might hurt you."
True. right. I have said that before. Like, I'm a thick woman, and so I have to get to the issue of am I gonna be too much on him? Might not be the biggest woman, but I think about when I'm thinking about what it could be like for him, I'm thinking about, can he handle the weight of my body?
Right.
Can he, like, is it too much? Like, can he handle the weight of, I'm thinking about all that stuff. Is my phone charging? Yeah, it is. Sorry. I have to think about, can he handle the weight of my body? Like, am I going to be too much? Those are things that we have to think about as bigger women.
Right.
I know that when I'm looking at a man, he might be attractive to me, but I also think about, can he handle, like I said, I got a lot of ass. So, like, is that going to be a problem? Like, I have to think about all of that stuff.
Right.
I might not be the biggest woman, but for some men, I might not be what they're physically attracted to. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. And I'm okay with that. But there's someone for everyone. So while like, you guys might not think that a woman that big is sexy, there's a man out there that's like,
fuck that.
That's what I want. And I see it. I want it and I see it. For everybody has a type.
Yeah.
Me personally, lay that fupa on my fucking forehead, baby.
Oh my God. I can't.
I'm sorry.
Oh, jeez.
Now it's just like, get to the shits. That's all that matters to him.
And that's a fact.
Get to where we need to be. So.
Right. Oh my gosh.
So, and we got about another 20 minutes left, maybe.
Yeah.
Something like that. We talked about the size of the boats, the motions in the oceans, and everything like that.
Wait, can I ask one quick question?
Go ahead.
When it comes to motion of the ocean, I just want to know if any of the ladies have ever had a man that had a reasonable, like, great, like, good size, but didn't know what to do with it. If you guys can comment, I wonder. I feel like I've had that before, where, like, you have size but you don't know what to do, how to use said size. And I just wonder if anybody else, not all inner thighs, I can't miss. I just wonder if anybody else has experienced that, because I know that we're talking about how size is important, but I think that it's the combination of the two. Go ahead.
Another piggyback question, fellas. What if you had a girl, she had the gap, she had a big butt, but she ain't got it?
I'm sorry.
Wow, did you hear that?
Yeah, that's over here by me.
What if she had a big butt, but she didn't know she was stiff in bed?
Ooh.
So for the ladies, it's what?
Size, but not knowing how to use said size.
And for the women,
and it's all that ass, but don't know what to do with it.
Right.
So basically, it's just basically them not knowing how to utilize what they have.
She just letting you do all the work.
See, that comes with communication too, because it's like you can help somebody through some stuff. Like, everybody isn't experienced the same way.
Have you guys ever had stiff women?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I got up and walked out of there.
But see, no. See, with me, it's not about that part. It's the stubbornness behind it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what makes it annoying.
I mean, it's a difference when you're
real basic and chill, and you don't want me to do anything else, that'll bother me. Like over a period of time, that'll bother me.
Yeah.
I've been with women that was stiff and was like, hey, look, yo, throw that shit. I don't know how to throw it. All right, and so this is how you do it, and we communicate and talk it out, and eventually get to where we can both be in sync. But then I also have women like, oh nah, you do the work. Nah, I'm out of here. I'm out of here.
Clearly, April, we know that part.
Okay, so Benita said she was dating a man who had 8 inches and he could not do it right. Sad, very sad. Joy said yes, it's happened to her. April said she's 5'9", 230, and she doesn't do men under 6'2" and 240. Wow. Joy said she doesn't even count him as in her body count. Damn.
That's crazy. That's a wild.
Damn. He didn't even make the body count, y'all.
That's wild.
He made nothing.
Damn.
He didn't make it to the team.
Yo, facts. You just got cut before you even passed tryouts. That's wild.
Benita said she would try to guide him and he stayed confused. I understand that. I've had a man who, like, his move was every 5 strokes to give me 1 hard stroke. And I was like, what are you? Why?
That's weird.
And it makes it even worse when you actually get hit the game and what he's doing. That's the part.
Right. That's that's why it's so weird.
But you know why that happened to him? Is because of the fact that he did do it that way. And when he did it that way, it wasn't good enough for you. So it made you sit back and try to focus on what the hell is he doing?
Right.
So you got to what
is this pattern that we're doing?
You had to take away from busting your little thing and focus on what the fuck is going on. That's weird.
Right, because now you built a cadence that I'm not feeling. Like, why are we doing that? So now I can't even get into it. Mez says he's done bigger women. Mez, when you say bigger women, do you mean like me bigger women or bigger women?
The super BBW.
It's a different. It's SS BBW and it's SBBW and it's BBW.
Right.
She said the calculated strokes is weird as fuck.
Right. Like you, what the fuck are you doing? You doing math? You doing arithmetic, bro?
Right. But I promise you, it was like 5 good strokes and then 1 very hard.
Right.
Stroke.
She said it feels good every 6 seconds. Like.
Right. I was like, oh, okay. So that's what we're doing. But what happened was, as soon as I'm starting to enjoy it, he would hit me with that 1 strong stroke, and I'm like, okay, well, you just threw me off. Like I was building up. Like you were building up a rhythm and a pattern. And if you could feel me enjoy it, why would you throw that 1 hard stroke and pause?
Did he yell when he did it too?
Oh my God, no. A gummy worm almost came through my nose just now.
Ladies, what about this? When you're about the orgasm and the stroke changes, would you rather your man keep that same stroke? Or
they would rather.
Hold on, I'm going to answer for all the ladies because I know we all have the same answer. If I say, don't stop, and you have the audacity to want to switch up the rhythm, start doing some special circular shit, like if I say, don't stop,
keep that same tempo, baby,
and you start doing some circular shit or go to like a different motion or start switching up the rhythm, thinking you're doing something fancy, or pause for a second, when I tell you I want to punch you in the throat, why? Because now you just fucked the whole thing up. When I said don't stop, I meant don't stop doing that. Like, but you heard don't stop and you got excited. It was like, oh, okay, let me just throw this in right here. No, nobody asked you to swivel your hips. No one asked for that.
Facts.
But when I tell you, I've had that happen so many times. It is wild. If I say don't stop, that means keep it right there. If you say, okay, well, let me just hit it from this angle. Who the fuck told you to do that?
Right.
No one said switch up the angles. Oh, it's so funny that you said that because Benita had just asked the question and she said, okay, question, why do so many men change pace when they hear a woman moan or about to climax? Let me tell y'all.
I can answer that.
Go ahead.
Me personally, I don't check.
But before we answer that,
yeah,
it's shadow clock time.
Ooh, okay.
You're kind of late.
Let's go.
I'm doing the Cardi B thing, so
okay, let's go. Okay. Whew.
Oh shit.
I was trying to tell you, bro. He had to go off camera. I'm trying to tell them shits is strong, man.
You're right, Benita. All of a sudden they get so confident, and then
Listen, if I'm stroking, and you tell me I'm about to come, my thing is I'm gonna keep that same tempo. The worst you'll get from me if I'm hitting a missionary and you telling me I'm about to come, I might rub on your clit a little bit, but I'm gonna keep the same tempo.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
So let me answer this. She said, why do they change positions? So
right.
The number one thing, if a woman is telling you don't move, stay right there, stay right there.
Stay the fuck there. What the fuck are you doing?
Did you listen when you was a kid? Then your mom say, stay your little ass right here?
Mm-hmm.
Follow direction.
I had a guy who was this close from coming, like this close, and he stopped and said, "Are you about to come?"
You a dumb motherfucker.
When I tell you I hated him with everything that was in me, did you just stop and ask me? First of all, oh my God.
I'll curse you the fuck out if I'm about to buzz and you sit there and you good? You okay? Like, why is you stop talking?
Everything all right?
Stop talking to me. Keep going. Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up. Keep going. What is wrong with you? What do you, Mez? You said it's a lot of those women. What do you mean? What women? What are you referring to? I'm gonna have a headache.
Yo, you just got me. You almost made me spit out. Spit my fucking fear because I know exactly what you're talking about.
Mel said jail immediately.
Fuck you.
That was Benita. Benita said
fuck
jail.
You need to be underneath that motherfucker. Rikers Island immediately.
Benita, lock him up for that. Like, lock him up immediately for asking me, "Oh, you about to come? Are you fucking for real?" You saw the look on my face and you can feel it. I'm about to come.
What's more essential? Penetration or stimulation?
Both. I think they're equally.
You gotta pick one.
Oh, stimulation. Because I can come off of it without penetration. I always offer entirely too much information on this line. Like, whenever we do this, it never fails.
You a goddamn motherfucker. Y'all bugging the fuck. Anybody that say fucking stimulation, y'all bugging. I ain't never had no good pipe.
No, I'm just, okay. If you're asking me to pick one, you could touch me in a certain way. 2 ways specifically.
Right.
And you don't gotta be inside me.
I get that.
How do you get in the box? Hold on, Benita, I got you. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna send a link to you.
She about to, now you want to come up here when we about to get off.
No, we got like 15 more minutes. Oh shit, hold on. Copy. I'm gonna put it down here in the chat.
I'm gonna cook rice beans.
Tonight? Don't do that. I'm gonna fight him, y'all. Just want to go ahead and let y'all know, if you hear that he got beat up, it's by me. I'm gonna put him, I swear. Whew. Benita, I put the link to join the StreamYard up here. Oh wait, look, I can simulate myself too. Like, I get it. I
almost got beat up. See, talking to my little fucking nephew, this motherfucker.
Oh my gosh, y'all.
Tú estás bien, mami?
Don't what? I swear to you, we will fight. Why?
Perdón.
I want to kill you. Oh, Lola just came back. Mez, you said bigger than me, big women. What does that mean, Mez? I'm bigger. I'm sure I'm bigger than you.
Listen, Team BBW. I can't be skinny and you can't be skinny. It's like two sticks rubbing together. We fuck around and cause a fire. I'm just
You
saying.
don't see it? Hold on. I'm going to send it to you, Benita, and on TikTok. Give me a second. Hold, please. I'm sending it to you now. Message. And okay, I just sent it to you on TikTok, Benita.
De my bad. Go look at my name.
Listen, y'all, this man, I swear.
Excuse the fuck out of me, everybody on my block.
So look, everybody that is watching, I'll let y'all know before Benita comes up here. The reason why we haven't displayed anybody's comments is because our comment section is frozen right now.
Yeah.
So we can't display anything yet.
No wonder. I was wondering.
I have
last
no
time,
but
last time it was popping up.
It was, and for some reason tonight it's not popping up, but we'll figure that out. Sofrito, Benita said shut it, because I'm sure you've got every woman in here right now probably struggling, so let's not. He already knows. Bigger than me, if he
Hey, sí, perdón. Soy puertorriqueño, yo no hablo inglés. ¿Qué te pasa? Yo soy puertorriqueño para la vuelta. Yo vivo a Puerto Rico.
I can't stand him. I can't stand him. If he paused, he was running. What, Mez? I need you to help me. Mez, we're trying to figure out what your idea of a bigger woman is. Are you talking about me? Or are you talking about bigger than me?
You're not a bigger woman. You're thick. You wouldn't be considered a bigger woman.
I think I would. Oh, so Somewhere Me Living said you're on her speaker.
Hey,
her speaker. Stop making her struggle, okay? Hi.
Can y'all see me?
Yes.
What's going on?
I came up, but then Sofrito started talking like that, and so now I feel like I have to leave.
I get it. Listen, I get it.
What the fuck? What were we just talking about? What was the question? I can't see the chat anymore. Now I understand why y'all couldn't see the chat.
Right. We were talking about
Yeah, he's on my car speaker. Oh.
We were talking about like bigger. So I was saying if a man was. So I think Sofrito asked if a woman was bigger. What was the question, Sofrito?
Well, you guys wouldn't be like I was talking about super sized BBWs, super BBWs, and BBWs, and then originally like let's say, well, Mike is a guy, so you know a super BBW wouldn't be as big as it would to someone as my stature, as like 6'3", under 200 pounds, because I'm like 180 something, you know. So a super BBW would be big for me.
And then we also talked about stimulating ourselves. Like, is penetration more important than
penetration or stimulation?
I think people have historically known that, like with women, we are penetrated or stimulated in so many different ways. Like, if you stimulate us like mentally before, that's foreplay to us, and then actually getting into foreplay, like making us feel desired and all the things will get us going, and that will get us riled up to where we're on like animalistic behavior because you've tapped into those senses with us. I feel like that's what works for me, at least.
You're right.
All the stimulation, yeah. But if you're just trying to like, stick it in, I'm just like,
right. What? That's why I said that's not the thing I would pick over stimulation. Like, I think stimulation is more important because we can be stimulated in so many ways, both leading up to and then during the act. That penetration is
stimulation
just like
but stimulation is not just during the act, you know what I mean? That counts when you wake up, you know what I mean? And let's say you cooking me breakfast. Like, I'll come behind you and grab your butt. That's stimulation. That's like foreplay, you know, foreplay.
Listen, stimulation for me could be like you went and picked up my laundry or like my dry cleaning and came home. I'd be like,
look, you lay down. Let me cook for you. Lay down.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like thoughtful acts because my love languages are physical touch and quality time, but I appreciate all the other love languages,
Yeah.
right? Like, because you also have to understand that your partner may not have the same exact love languages as you. For instance, like if I was dating someone who did acts of services and that's the way that they showed their love for me, then those things would be stimulating because I would be understanding what he was doing and why he was
Correct.
doing it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So for like when he was saying earlier, so 50 was saying earlier, like stimulation has to be all day, like, or foreplay is all day. Like it doesn't have to be that physical part of it. It could
True.
be just things that you're doing for each other,
Just
things that you're
minor
saying to
things.
each other. Yeah.
Like I guess for me it would be like words of affirmation, physical touch, and words of affirmation, physical touch, and what do you call it? Like you know, like when you do things for your girl, that makes
Acts
me
of
like
service.
just seeing you smile. Yeah, acts of service.
Yeah. But I think that was the difference. Like when you were saying you don't understand when you were saying that it was surprising that to you that penetration wasn't the thing that was preferred. Oh, Benita's back. Okay, cool. That penetration wasn't the thing that was preferred. It's because a lot of times for women, hold on. Why can't I add her? Give me a second. For a lot of times for women, oh, you got her good. A lot of times for women, we need that. Like we need the stimulation, and it's not necessarily during the actual act. It's leading up to it because that buildup is what's really going to get us in the mood for it anyways.
Yeah.
So the penetration is like the added, like that's the extra bonus, right? But we don't even have to have that. You can have built me up to that point ahead of time and then you don't have to penetrate me. You could touch me in a certain way and I might be able to like get there because you've already gotten me to that place. And so that's why I say that stimulation is a must. Like if there's penetration and no stimulation, I might not feel anything.
Right. You can't just jump right into it. Yeah, that's
right.
We get turned on in different ways, right? And on top of the genders being different and how we get turned on, it's the person too. It's your personality. Like you really know how to turn somebody on when you invest in who they are and get to learn them.
Absolutely.
Understand what makes them move, what makes them moist. And so those are the things that are important. And when people are not reading those cues and just trying to like get an agenda done, that's very unattractive to a lot of people.
Absolutely. 100%.
What about you, Mike? What do you feel?
As far as what?
Stimulation versus penetration, what's more important?
Stimulation. Because like you can have sex with somebody and not feel anything for it. Like it actually can kind of like I wouldn't say it won't feel good. Let's put it like that. Like I've been in positions where I've had sex and you're like, yo, this don't feel like nothing.
How
I'm not mentally stimulated.
Do you go through with the entire act or do you cut it off at that point?
No, I just kind of
How do you guys feel about
I fake that shit and then I finish, I'm like, all right, I'm done, yo. Did you do it? Yeah.
What do you guys feel?
Question. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What do you guys feel about post sex? Like
shit right there.
Post sex, like whether it be cuddling or separation or what do you guys feel about post sex? What's acceptable? What's non-acceptable?
I prefer cuddling. I get there are people who are like, don't touch me, I'm hot and icky, but I hate that. Like it makes me feel like we've cut it off and the connection is like it was just the physical. You know what I mean? So I struggle with that. But I know people who are like that. Like once it's done, I want to roll over and go to sleep. I guess. But
only time I feel like y'all both gotta give each other breaks is when y'all are fucking burning hot and sweating. Give each other a second. Y'all can talk, but you need to be over there and I need to be over here.
5 minutes. Let me catch my breath and then we can watch a movie. I'm down.
It's hot as fuck.
I go back and forth with that. Like, I think it just depends on where the situation. But yeah, if you're like, you just finished and you're like sweating and hot, and like you just roll over and just kind of catch your breath, get it together, wash up, fix up, whatever. And then afterwards come back and cuddle for a little bit. Sure,
Oh,
like
yeah.
I'm down for that
Mhm.
because it can
The
get kind
problem
of
with
intense
that is
sometimes.
the problem with that is when we cuddling and stuff, it's like now it's dick back on your butt, and then you might start moving a certain way, and
And
then
we get
like,
another round. You goddamn right.
and here come, and I'm a titty gripper, so like when I'm sleeping, I gotta have one of them jaws in
And
my,
that's a
my
fact.
hand.
Yeah, hell yeah. Oh
That's
my
a
God, I
fact.
like that to be gripped.
Yeah.
So yeah, hell yeah.
I'm not just regular, just holding on to it like this, like I'm
Fuck that.
crazy
No,
or
I
God or
want
something
my
like
whole hand gripping that.
I'm doing shit like this. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
that's a setup.
shit,
That's
yeah.
a setup. You can't expect for there to not be enough.
That-
If you're
that's
doing
a
all that,
Then move
It
your
is
titty
what
to
it
the right.
is. It is what it is.
You know what I mean?
Honestly,
Like,
I get
then-
excited when there's a potential for round 2. I'm like, yeah, we still in this.
right?
You goddamn fucking right.
move
And sausage
titties
is gonna be on the
out the
yams,
way.
and I'm gripping the titty, and the sausage is gonna be on yams.
Hey, and I'll purposely turn around and just poke the beast because I'm like, what's up?
Right.
Right.
You ain't shit.
I'm an instigate. Yes, 100%.
Neither one
I'm
of y'all.
100% instigator.
Mez said our comments. So Mez, I think there's an issue with our comments in general tonight. I don't know if it's because of the weather or what, but we're not seeing y'all's comments over here on our side, like in the app. We can only see them on.
I accidentally muted her comments by accident.
Oh, okay.
I brought most of them back because I accidentally did it. I was trying to click on the screen and swipe over, and it highlighted her, but I tried to swipe down, but it was like I'm touching stuff on my phone. So believe me, she's still here.
But I did notice that the comments were like coming in. They were coming in really quickly when I was in the comments, but then y'all were reading them super delayed.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't know what's happening tonight, but we're not getting them. Like usually we can get them over here on the side of our screen and see everything, but we can't see anything here, so we had to go into the YouTube app to be able to.
He's using a phone.
Ah, I see. Okay.
It's just a minor little thing that's probably happening right now. So
y'all, this is my first time on YouTube Live ever in my life.
Really?
Yeah. Y'all pop my cherry. I actually love it. I love it because I don't have a huge audience here, so I feel like great.
Right.
You can say whatever the fuck you want to say.
Exactly. And without people coming in with random weird things to say.
Yeah. Or just like, TikTok be banning you for like, saying something silly.
So
and here, like you can literally type or say like your comments aren't being filtered because of like bad words and stuff like that. Right. So I actually enjoy it over here.
From now on, when we're on live and we're on TikTok, when we say, hey, look, let's all go to the other side, this is where we're going to go.
Yeah.
This is the other side.
Count me in. I want to apologize. I wanted to join earlier, but I was running around doing errands and stuff while I was like,
it's okay. You don't love us. It's okay.
That is a lie. I told Basic I was going to be here, and I'm here. So.
She did. She's been here since the start. The funniest thing is the fact that we sat here for a good like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and didn't know y'all was going ham in them comments.
We was going ham. I was begging. I was like, ladies, please back me up, please.
I got a message from Milan, and she was like, "Yo, we're all talking in here right now."
Right.
And I'm like, and weird. I'm like, and then I go over there. I'm like, oh, they getting it over there. Like,
right. Well, and I was like, I thought we were hilarious. We were all laughing at each other, and like, I guess they don't think we're funny because
we just didn't see it. I'm so disappointed. We finally did. It's crazy.
That is so funny.
We deeply apologize.
Right.
Y'all have to put the comments up on the screen because it's funnier to watch the show when you can see the comments and the reactions.
We usually do. We usually, when we can see them on our end, we'll put the comments up at the same time, but because they're not filtering in, we can't.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you this, right? I'm gonna tell you the last comment that we see on our screen. She see the same thing. Was at 6:27. That's how I knew it was something wrong.
That's the last.
I knew it was something wrong because at 6:27, I was like, no, it's 8 people just watching. There's people
right.
No, and when Mike was saying that, Mike was like, nah, they just watching. They're not talking. And I'm like, girls, because everybody in the comments was like, we commenting, Mike.
Right. We couldn't, and I don't know why it stopped at that point, but at 6:27, that's the last comment we got, and we didn't get anything else.
That's crazy. That's why I kept messaging you on TikTok, Basic, because I was like, I don't think she's getting my comments.
So
it wasn't.
We now Now, Benita, you know you got to come back and you got to do this over again.
I will.
Because
Absolutely.
we are at the end of the show at this point. We are 2 hours and 2 minutes at this point. So you can stay up here, you know, while we do our finishing monarchy thing.
Right. And for those of you that don't know, Mike's birthday is Tuesday.
Oh.
Okay. So, sorry. I thought we lost somebody. Mike's birthday is Tuesday. So everyone wish Mike a happy birthday. A happy early birthday.
Yep.
Happy early birthday. Are you, does that make, are you doing anything for your birthday on, like, are you doing a podcast or a live or anything like that?
I'm gonna be with my kid. I'll probably go live, but I'll be with my daughter.
Happy 21st birthday.
Yeah. I'm gonna stay 21 forever.
Right.
The thing I can say is make sure that, and this is just what I'm saying. I'm not even trying to be nasty. I feel like I need to say this to men. Yeah, I'm probably being nasty, but
okay, go ahead. I was about to say
I need y'all to see what I'm talking about. When it comes to giving head, right? You ladies, Benita, you might be new to this situation. Basic, probably seen this picture. So Frito, you about to probably see this.
I'm already
have a
scared.
primary example of what y'all should be doing. Remember, when you giving head down there, don't go all in the middle and then shit like that. You make sure that you stay on the top, right there where that thing is poking out at. Right there. You stay up there.
Yes, sir. You ain't got to hit the middle.
Facts.
You gotta go around that motherfucking beam.
Facts.
And her face is gonna look just like that motherfucker.
Not the bean. I'm sick.
You gotta go around that beam.
They are so right. I approve of this message.
Yes. Do you see this thing sticking out like that? Now, if it is just sticking out too far like that, she probably got a big penis. That's probably what that is.
And listen, you see where his 2 spikes is at? That's the thighs. You gotta grab that thighs.
Yeah. And this
grab
little
that
thing
thighs and go around the beam.
I'm sorry, men, to say this to y'all, but women have penises too. They're just really, really little.
Pause.
They're not penises. They're beans. They're beans. They're not penises.
They're beans.
Some of them are kidney beans, some of them are pinto beans, but they are beans.
When you in the motion, you got to get one hand like this, and the other hand like that.
No,
I can't see so Frito.
So Frito, do it again.
No. I
can't see him.
Look.
We can't see you. No, thank God. No.
You get that hand like that.
You started over.
Did you get the hand like that?
You gotta go and come back.
No,
we can't see
you. I can't. Oh my gosh, y'all don't.
You gotta grab the thighs.
Just know.
I'm sad that I missed the whole demonstration. I've been needing a visual.
This should be
since this podcast started.
And a thigh here. You have
to
strong.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
And your fingers gotta move stuff out the way at the same time. You see that? That's the left.
You gotta grab that motherfucker like this.
I can't deny.
Thank God we can't see you, Sabrina. I'm not doing this with you tonight.
I'm telling you.
I want to see it. Y'all gonna kick me off the show? Be like, Benita, don't come back. You an instigator.
Nah,
you
you good. But listen, thank y'all for joining up and everything like that. Shit. Well, that'll do it. Yes, it will. We're gonna shut it down right now. But thank y'all for joining the show. Of course, you guys have been amazing for us. So Frito. Bonita, you got to come back. So Frida,
thanks for having me.
I will.
Me and Basic.
I will.
I feel like since we've been doing the show, all we have is guests. We don't do it by ourselves no more.
No, but it's fun. I like it.
Oh yeah, I don't want to just do it with me and just her. We
chill.
I'm down. I'm down to collaborate. I don't have a huge following or anything, but I'm down to collaborate.
Y'all gonna be sick of me. I'm definitely gonna be up here.
Hell yeah.
It's all good. So, listen. Always drink your water, eat your fruit, no fucking your coworkers, keep the peace.
All right. Stay black, crack is whack.
Well, that'll do it.
Stay black, crack is whack.
My homie Cam used to finish Monarchs like that.
So Frito, I can only stay brown, but I'm gonna stay brown though.
But you stay brown and hold it down.
Keep it stay brown and hold it down. But
put my water out. Oh
listen,
my God.
I'll make sure that y'all follow. What's your guys' social media? Where should they follow?
Y'all follow me on TikTok. Most of y'all probably already see me on TikTok. So Frito,
I'll follow y'all on TikTok.
So Frito is lit. It's Sofritos.
Yep, it's his name right there.
And then Mike.
Yes, yours, Benita.
We're gonna change Mike. We're gonna change your TikTok name to Mike Lowry.
Oh my gosh! Shush. Benita.
My TikTok is p.benita.
Okay.
Benita.
p.benita.
And
Of course, mine
yeah.
is just basically at @basic_Lee everywhere. On TikTok,
Everywhere.
on Instagram, on Facebook. You can find me all 3 places.
Right, everywhere. And this is me right here. You know, follow me on all platforms. I still got Amp up there. I'm still keeping it up there because I plan on doing music still on there.
Yeah.
So, but that's where I'm at for all this stuff. But make sure that y'all all following each other too. Everybody in the comments, y'all should reach out to let's get these people up. Like the one of my, as much as we don't like TikTok all the time, one of the best things that ever happened was everybody was able to go live. That's how I know her. That's how I know him now. That's how
I met Basic.
Right.
Like this is how we all met each other, and social media is not a bad thing. It's what you do on it that makes it a bad thing.
Man, I appreciate all you guys. You guys are a vibe, man. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys.
You too, Sofrito.
Of course, you got to come through, man.
No, I'm gonna definitely. I'll tell you, you're gonna get annoyed with me.
Oh, you good?
Me
man.
too. You're gonna get annoyed with me too.
Listen, if y'all want to know, and I don't know, I gotta take these pictures down, but I feel like Sofrito was trying to get the people to look like this. If you bust it, you good to go.
The fact that you still have that, do y'all know that man said that I look like her?
Yo, I ain't gonna lie.
Where?
Let me shut up before I get beat up.
Where to you? Right. He said I had my hair curly one time, Benita, and like in these 2 pigtails and down. And I do the rosy cheeks. And when I tell you, they were like, I look like Luna the Clown.
You know what, Mike? Log off.
No. But if she made it seem like I was saying she was a clown.
You're done.
You're done.
I said she was like,
You're done.
You're done. You're done.
You're done. Hey, so
That's wild.
Who's going live? You guys want to go live?
I'm down.
Yeah.
I won't go live on mine, but I'll join the box for sure.
Well, Sofrito, that means you're going live, bro.
I'll go live.
Let's go, Sofrito.
Okay.
All right. I'll see you
y'all
there.
be safe. I will see y'all. We'll see y'all next week. Get some
Bye.
stuff.
Bye, everybody.
See y'all.